demands for creating an alternative to the US monopoly is growing. That means more and more people are seeing that it's very important to have an alternative instead of just having one country, well, let's say, controlling the whole world. Because today we cannot do without artificial intelligence. And more, it's a bit like smartphones today. So today, more and more, we will get into the area of artificial intelligence, and it's not good for one country, or let's say for let's say one country to control the whole system of artificial intelligence. Now, the solution is decentralized AI. What is decentralized AI? It's infrastructure for personal artificial intelligence. The general artificial intelligence evolves into personal artificial intelligence. That means we are going to observe an evolution from the general artificial intelligence to the personal artificial intelligence. Now, when we talk about the evolution of artificial intelligence, we need a bit to understand it by seeing also the evolution of the computer. First of all, we had the computers were available for the government. After that, available to business. After that, available to specialists. And later on, we had artificial intelligence available to individuals. But now, when we come now for, let's say, for computers available for individuals, when we talk about computers, we can talk about the personal computers. For example, in front of me now, I have a laptop, or let's say a portable computer, let's say laptop. Now, if I have like a PC, personal computer now in front of me, let's say 20 years ago, it was not easy to have such a computer like that. And even maybe 20 years ago, we could have it, but 40 years ago, it was, in fact, it was not really possible. You see, it was not easy to have such a technology like this. But now like that, in fact, we cannot really use computers like with too many people. No, in fact, it's not easy at that level. Even phones. I remember at a certain time, the phone was like the phone of almost all the whole house. But today people have personal phone, smartphone that they are using personally. It is also like that we are going to have, or let's say to observe artificial intelligence. First of all, available for government. After that, available to businesses. After that, available to specialists. And later on, where we are going to, it will be available for individuals. This one is not implemented yet, but it will be available soon. DigiU has been building personal artificial intelligence since 2019. Decentralized artificial intelligence is infrastructure for personal artificial intelligence. That means it's an artificial intelligence that is personal. That means that is connected to you. While solving problems at the individual and business level, we realized we were creating solutions for humanity and government. To understand it is also important to know those people that are at the basis, the founders of DigiU. First of all, we have Alexis Oniev, that is the CEO of DigiU. We also have Alexander I, that is general partner of WebWise Capital. We have Peter Tambunov, that is the AI advisor. And we also have Boris Pova, that is the blockchain advisor. DigiU ecosystem, we have too many departments. Let us put it that way. We have the management of the company, we have investment, we have fintech, we have the RG, you see, we have Alpha, that is DigiU Alpha, and we also have the infrastructure. Infrastructure, because the infrastructure must be put in place for personal artificial intelligence to be possible. So that is why it's very important for you to understand what DigiU ecosystem is all about. Now, if we talk about DigiU today, it's not just about you, because some people say that maybe those things of Russians, they came just maybe in my country. You are not alone. You know, when you are alone in something, sometimes you think that maybe you are, or I don't really know, you think that it's just you, it's just about you. But when you understand that it's almost everywhere, you understand that you have the privilege, first of all, to have such a technology, and there are other people that are also interested by what we are doing. Now, we have in our portfolio more than 30 transactions, or let's say 30 companies or let's say products where we invested or we created a technology or let's say a product. More than 30. We have more than 150,000 product users. That means people that are inside the DigiU ecosystem. We have more than 24,000 DigiU co-owners. That means those people that have paid a package and that in their portfolio they have shares. And we also have 5,000, more than 5,000 people that are in DigiU Alpha. And if someone here is no longer in DigiU Alpha, it will be good for you to get into contact with DigiU Alpha. Maybe you can contact the person that introduced you, let's say, to DigiU to ask him or her. Let's say the Alpha link is on Telegram for now, but very soon we are going to have the application, in fact, almost everywhere. So we also have, let's say, in fact, what co-owner have already received dividends, in fact, is more than 6 times today. The commercial products bonuses paid is, let's say, $2 million. 7 times we have paid the dividends totally, and the buyback have been also paid. For you to understand now the personal AI, in fact, it's good to know what are the devices we will have that will work for you, because we cannot really talk about personal artificial intelligence if we do not talk about some devices. Because remember, it is the infrastructure that are working for you. So to have a decentralized AI. But for that infrastructure, you need to understand what are the products that are there that we are using, let's say, to develop the infrastructure. First thing that we are going to know is the AI tracker. Just imagine that you just have a tracker like that, but there is artificial intelligence connected inside. Very important. Now we also have the AI watch. You know, the last time I bought, let's say, a digital watch. But the watch that are coming are not just digital. There is also artificial intelligence that are connected inside. Just imagine DigiU Alpha that is connected to a simple watch. That means you can do and execute your personal instruction and so on just through the watch. Very important. We also have the AI speaker. That means it's not like a simple and natural speaker like that. No, there is an artificial intelligence that is connected with that. Let me take an example. I remember last time we had a kind of technology of earphone, but there was artificial intelligence connected there. What is the function of that let's say, earphone? It was an earphone, but we had there a kind of translator. Translator that maybe when you are speaking to a certain language, now it sends the signal to the other one to another language. So this is where we are going to the technology today. That means this is an artificial intelligence that is connected to a speaker. Very important. For example, for you to understand it, let me say, take an example. Just imagine that we are communicating like that. This is a Zoom meeting. And maybe you do not understand French, let's say English. But you understand, let me take an example like Inji. But you put the parameters from your computer to receive information from the speaker. And while you are receiving information from the speaker, with the algorithm that is working inside, or let's say the program, the artificial intelligence that is working inside, it has the function of translating. That means you are in a webinar in English, but you are hearing in your language, for example, through this speaker. Just imagine. This may not be the only function. It can have too many other functions, but the fact that artificial intelligence is related to the speaker, in fact, sometimes some actions can be performed that are intelligent. That is very important. We also have the AI glasses. So we have the artificial intelligence that is connected inside. That is why it's very important to know and to understand that here we are not just talking about the glasses, but there is something that is connected, or let's say an artificial intelligence that is connected to those glasses. And very soon those gadgets will be available on DigiU and the production will be massive. We also have the AI card. We also have the AI hub. Talking about the AI hub, you know, the hub is what helps us you know to have a personal artificial intelligence maybe in your house. This one, in fact, make sure, in fact, just understand this one. You know the power of calculation that too many artificial intelligence have. In fact, this power of calculation of personal AI will be inside this AI hub. That is why it's from this AI hub that, in fact, too many information about you will be stored, or let's say will be kept in such a way that your personal artificial intelligence, or let's say your digital identity, in fact, will work for you. Now, personal AI, you see somebody having this hub. I talked to you about this hub. And when the person has this hub, now like that with all those gadgets inside. First of all, better life, constant income, and digital immortality. I will come back to digital immortality for you to understand. Now, the decentralized artificial intelligence, just imagine that everyone has a personal artificial intelligence and all those people are connected together. That means this is a decentralized approach. It's not an approach like ChatGPT where the system has all your information. No. Here, in fact, your information are inside this box and you are relating with your gadget, and that is why now you are in a decentralized system. So here, for the decentralized artificial intelligence, freedom, equal opportunities, and trillions-dollar business. Here we also have the B2 business to customer solution, where we have artificial intelligence, digital copy of identity, digital immortality, fintech services, liquidity management, wallet, KYC, investment, and so on. For business to business solutions, we have the fintech payment, we have the liquidity management, transaction, compute sharing, and so on. So here we have too many solutions that are created just because of this. We know that when we talk about artificial intelligence, we need to think not just about the technology, but also about the accreditation. Because as long as we just have a technology, if we do not have accreditation, at that time it is a void technology. It's not a product. For it to become a product, or let's say to become a business, we need to have, let's say, the accreditations. That is why we have the accreditations. We have the state accreditation from the Ministry of Digital Development of Russian Federation, inclusion in the special registry of IT, that means information technology organizations, the tax benefit, more funds for product development and team growth, and the access to innovation program and partnership. Submitted document for BVI. Now, like that, first of all, we have submitted the documents, but also we already have, in fact, the or let's say the patent. We already have the patent for our company, let's say in BVI. That means we are known there. I know that some people may ask themselves, if DigiU is not serious, it's not just about DigiU, it's also about the regulation we are inside. So the regulation proves that we are in something that is very serious. And it is in BVI that the greatest company in the world are registered. For example, BlackRock. Maybe you have heard about BlackRock. That is the greatest investment fund in the whole world. And they are in BVI. That is why we are there in something that we know that your investment will be secured. Choosing a jurisdiction for WebWise Capital. Here we have the possibility between USA, where the access to the exclusive artificial intelligence and other technology companies of Silicon Valley, or BVI, that is fast clear structure for global partners. DigiU in 5 to 5 years, the value for everyone. It is possible for people and society. You see, that means you can be people or society, artificial intelligence and data under your control. Secondly, for investors and affiliate, that means you can say that you are an investor or you are an affiliate. So We launched the digital identity gadget, home AI PC, and also for users, digital identity work 24 hours per day and 7 days per week, and all on all devices. So the target in, let's say, 2027 is 2,000 active digital identity, or let's say 20,000 active digital identity, commercial batches of AI hub. This is the target in 2027, let's say in DigiU. Just imagine if we have something like that, digital identity. Here we are not talking about the gadgets in the whole world. It will be great. It will be awesome. So I really want to encourage you to take this opportunity into serious, because now like that, you have the possibility to be an investor on this company. Now, what happens if you remain an observer? Someone can say that, no, this thing, let me just observe. The truth is that, first of all, your skills will lose value. Why? Because today the technology is go very far. And if you are not working with artificial intelligence, it will become a problem. Secondly, you will become the tenant of someone else's technology. Why the tenant else technology? Today we are using some gadgets, they impose us the system we have to use, and that is why you become a prisoner of what you are supposed to use, because you cannot really work without those elements, or let's say without that technology. And thirdly, the window of opportunity will be closed. That window of opportunity given DigiU gives is between 12 to 24 months. After that, it will be too late to join DigiU. Your role in DigiU, first of all, you can be a user. That means you receive personal artificial intelligence gadgets and applications that work for you. You study and daily life, save time, and unlock new ways to earn. Secondly, it's possible for you to become an investor. To become an investor is, let's say, to be a co-owner of the ecosystem, to receive incomes, share value, growth, dividends, buyback, special terms on the ecosystem. And also it is possible, and that is what I really advise to everyone among us, is to be an affiliate, or let's say a leader. That means here you help the company to have, let's say, to reach its own objective. So you are part of the ecosystem, part of the IT. You earn from onboarding users, selling devices, and also launching projects. Because there are too many things DigiU is doing, but they cannot do it alone. They need some people to help the company to go forward. That is very important. DigiU is not just a service, it's an opportunity to own a piece of technology that you use every day. Now, what DigiU co-owner receives, that means when you're a co-owner, first of all, when the share value grows, you also increase, let's say, in money. Secondly, the share sell can be multiplied by 2 or 3, and then if you want, at the end, maybe you can take back your money. You receive dividends from time to time. You know, there are things that generally people, we share, how people are earning money, let's say, in some companies. And we search a good technology like DigiU with what we are doing. Just imagine what you can have, let's say, in the next 5 years. It will be awesome. I'm telling you the truth. The privileges now, like that, you know, there are some products where you have some privileges you may have, let's say DigiU Alpha training and so on, even the infrastructure. Now you have DigiU Alpha, your digital identity and life memory. We also have the status and participation. In DigiU, we have some new professions in the ecosystem. Sometimes someone can be like that. You know, too many people, especially in Africa, we may say that, no, we are jobless. Oh, it's difficult like this. DigiU give, let's say, the possibility for people, let's say, to have a job. Or let's say, even not maybe have like a simple job like that. They can even mix their job with something they are doing with DigiU. It will be good for you. It can increase your portfolio value. Very important. So what the participant can receive, first of all, is a training and certification. Now, transparent reward, you see, and priority access to pilot program. Here we may have like a validator. you see, a regional representative. We can have too many regional representatives here. We can have the B2B, business to business integrator, or let's say community leaders here, and also the technological volunteers. That means there are too many things we can do with DigiU, maybe from your country. I don't know if you are maybe from Cameroon, from Nigeria, from Ghana, or let's say from South Africa, or let's say in any other place, let's say in the whole Africa. It's possible for you to be a regional representative of DigiU. That means this is another function that you can even add to your function. For that, training, income, and growth, very important. DigiU ecosystem, it is what we said at the beginning. Become a co-owner of an ecosystem of artificial intelligence, gadgets, and financial technology. Simple entry, clear value, and real ownership. The bridge round terms. That means here we have about 12 months, in fact, to reach 12 to 14 months to reach the DigiU's objective. And we have to raise let's say $50 million for 10% of the company in 12 stages over 2 years. See, that is why we have this frame of 2 years. That means DigiU need the incomes, in fact, to fulfill its project. You know, the great companies that we are seeing today, that we envy today, where if you are using their services or products today, all of them at a certain time raise the funds. Like Facebook. Facebook, I think they raised the fund for, I think, 7 years, if I remember very well, from 2003 to 2012, something like that. I think, if I remember very well. So now, like that, this is what we want to do with DigiU. But at the end, the capitalization of DigiU will be around $1 billion. $1 billion. Okay, the roadmap now for those various steps. For the first step, it was $550,000, of course, and let's say every step has its own objective. So that is why it's very important for you now to, if you were not the DigiU partner, you can just purchase your package. Now we have the various stages and even the objectives that we have to reach during those stages. Now, like that, the stage one, the terms, the price condition is good. You know, today, more we go forward, from one stage to another, the price condition changes. That is why it's very important for you, in fact, to come to those stages while, let's say, as soon as possible, for you to benefit from the share price at a low value. And you know, low value is too many shares. If you were not an investor, I really want to invite you to become so, for you, in fact, to benefit from the best condition. That is what you must know. We will refund your money from the first investment within 14 days. That means if, in fact, you do not want, when you invest and you say, no, this thing, maybe I'm no longer interested. In fact, DigiU will back you, give you back your money, let's say in 14 days. How to invest? First of all, register in the account. You need to go back to the person that invited you in this meeting, or let's say that introduced this opportunity onto you. Maybe you are inside the forum. The person that put you in the forum, maybe somebody talked with you that there is, let's say, a good opportunity. I would like you to, so you can come, or let's say contact this person. Choose a suitable share package. When you choose the package, first of all, that you know that you can pay till the end, and at the end, the third step is to pay. I need to mention that in DigiU's package, you can pay it once, or let's say by installment. An installment, that is that you are paying a certain amount every month. For example, you can take let's say $5,000, and there you pay, for example, you pay it for 10 months. That means you will pay $500 every month. Participate to your own format. It can be the crowd format. That means it will be from, let's say, $500 let's say $50 to $50,000. Syndicate, that means that is a club format. That means too many people, you can talk with people and so on. You put yourself together and then you take the syndicate. Is from let's say $50,000 to $500,000, and the venture capital format is above $500,000. So this is DigiU for you to become an investor of a good company, IT company. I know that where you are like that, you are seeing Facebook, Google, you say, oh, if I could be a shareholder of such a company. Today, in fact, it's not easy to be a shareholder of such a company, but you still have DigiU. So DigiU, you are not here. It's not a hazard. It's for you to discover let's say a technology at the beginning that will influence the whole world, and for you to be part of this journey. Thank you very much. I will give back the floor to Mr. Gerard.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. I remember those who don't know him. It is Leader Junior, the African Assistant of National or African Representative. I mean, the Assistant of the African Representation in charge of the English countries. Okay, I hope that you have listened very well, very well. We have other people who have already joined us, Mr. Zoe Simon and Mr. Bassa, Mr. Elvis Smart, Mr. Donatian Gerard. You are welcome. I don't know if some of you have any question, any comment, or something to add. We have on board, we have Mr. Marvelous. No, he's not yet. Maybe the problem of network. So, we will be very brief this evening. So, if you have a question, yeah, Mr. Zo,
yeah, this is Mr. Zo Simon.
Yes, thank you. You are
thank
welcome.
you very much. Yeah, I'm calling from Cameroon, from Bamenda.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm new. I'm still very new in the DigiU, and in fact, I just don't know anything. I was introduced into it by one friend in Bamenda, so I've just started paying my package. So I need some basics of DigiU because I'm just very new.
Okay. You are welcome. And I think you are in some of our forums.
Yes, I'm in one forums.
Yes, okay, good. Then in the forum, just text inside the same way you have done here. We will try to follow you and give you all the needed information, even some replays of our old webinars so that you can browse and watch for you to understand very well. You understand?
Okay.
Because there is there are a lot of information, so you cannot have it in one package like one webinar like this. I know that you have maybe a lot of questions that need some answers, but little by little we will follow you.
Yes, just as I was getting something from Mr. Junior, I was really having some interesting things from him, and we really need to know more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Another question. I want to share with you something. Let me share. Okay, there is a hand up. Mr. Elvis, open your mic. Where are you connected?
Okay. Thank you very much. Good afternoon from North America. I'm connected from Toronto, Canada. I was actually connected here by my leader, John.Voice, whom I believe is also here in this group.
Yeah.
Okay, we are big leaders, not to blow our trumpet. We have large communities behind us, but we would want to test the water before presenting what we are doing to our community. So here we need to kind of get a ground information on what we are moving into, see the workings of the system before we can onboard our community. So my first question, first of all, let me appreciate the speaker. He did so marvelous and so great in explaining what the business is. My question, first of all, is to ask, this very DigiU is now in stage 2 of raising fund. And I can see from the system that what they need in this stage 2 is 730,000 US dollars. Now, my question is, how many stages are they going to complete to complete this fund? The second question is, how much was raised in stage 1 that they now transitioned into stage 2, and how long did it take to move from stage 1 to stage 2? The reason why this question is being asked, because we finance so many companies, and sometimes when a stage is being given, we don't come to that terms and we don't know how much actually is needed, just as this very one is so transparent. So this is my first question from what I have gathered from this very webinar. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Gaffa, are you with us? Did you hear the question?
Yes.
Yes. If
Wonderful
you
questions. I
can,
have heard it.
yes, if you can
And
answer. I
yes,
remind Mr. Elvis that our friend, Mr. Gaffa, is connected to Novosibirsk, Russia at this time, and it is in the head of office of DigiU in Russia. So he will help to answer the question before, maybe after that we should add one or two things. So,
Again,
Mr.
so sorry,
Gaffa,
before he steps in, because
yeah,
I want, again, since he's from the headquarter, I want to
yeah,
know if Canadian citizens and people from North America can also participate in this project, because where we are living is not like Africa. This
yes.
very North America, they have their own restrictions. So I want to know if they are also allowed to participate with their passport registration in this very project. Thank you.
Okay, okay.
wonderful question. Mr. Elvis, first of all, I would like to welcome you. And Mr. Gerard, thank you very much that giving the floor to me also. And I would like to tell you one thing that definitely, you see, I would like to tell you frankly that we have wonderful community in Canada, wonderful community. And you're not the first person, because you see, there are some very big societies we have in some countries, especially Indian community in our ecosystem is very huge, and their contribution also is very great. And you know that Indian community, these people, they have very, very good relations and relatives in Canada also, and especially Punjabi people. If you know, so I think that you know wonderfully about that thing. That's why we have a huge community in Canada, and all these people, they are holders of Canadian passports, and they are wonderful investors for this ecosystem, and they take wonderful just take place or participate in all kind of webinars, and they are using all these products what we have, and definitely they are every time with us, and the communities in Canada, they are well known, and they are wonderful people that they have wonderful collaboration with our DigiU ecosystem, and that's why for that part definitely you will be fully stable regarding that, seeing that there will be no any restrictions, no any forbidden, nothing is there. So you will be wonderful member of DigiU ecosystem. That is regarding what you have asked regarding this, Canadian, citizens. The second thing is So your question was regarding this, regarding this bridge round. So as you know, now, if you do not know, so now the second stage is going on. The first stage, it's already completed. That is completed with wonderful results because that time we had to raise $550,000 and this completed fully. This completed fully, and we have reached this results. For that thing, for the second stage, now we are moving up to 15th of April. It will be continued up to 15th of April. So for earlier, that was the 1st of April, the last day. But now we have prolonged it. That because this time, the volume of fundraise is increased. That is $730,000. So, and now everything is going successfully, and we have wonderful progress. But you see one very important thing, that is because you see these packages, what we have. So now the price for every our share is 0.0034 for the time being, and the volume of this bonuses for packages, they are high. But once when we go to another stage, so the price of this share will be decreased. Just increase it, but the volume of bonuses, they will be decreased. So that's why. So we have prolonged it. Company has such kind of decision to prolong it up to the 15th of April. And I would like to tell you that the second stage of this bridge round is going also successfully. But entirely, so as a whole, we have 12 these stages, and after completion, and so it is divided up to 2 years. After 2 years, that these 12 stages, they will be completed, and we have to raise $50 million from 25 million to $50 million because what? Yes, sir. Oh, that is so. Well, after that one. Well, I think so. You have some two devices over there now. Can you just unmute one of them?
Okay, it is good now. We can continue.
Okay, thank you. So you see, so within 2 years, we will be completing fully. Once when we reach 25 to $50 million fundraising, so that means that the total capitalization of our company that will reach $500 million. And moreover, so after just completion of this bridge round, we have 3 options ahead of us. One is IPO, the second is IDO, and the third is Series A. What does it mean, IPO? That means that this, after 2 years, your shares, they will be transformed into securities, and they will be listed in stock exchanges, well known in the world. And the second option is, that is, so your shares, they will be transformed into tokens or tokenized, and they will be listed in DeFi market, decentralized market. And the third option is, this is named Series A. What does it mean? That means that any strategic investors, they will approach company. Already some talks are going on also, as far as I know. Some strategic investor, they will approach company and they will request to purchase or obtain a big stake of this company with a huge money or asset. In this case, what will do the company? The company will offer to all these ordinary people who have this privileged shares or these common shares. So they will be offered it to sell back, or there will be a procedure like we already had, buyback procedure. So you will be offered it to sell back your shares, what you have purchased it in 2020, 21, 22, and like that one. So, but there will be no percentage payment. So you will be not getting percentage like what we had in our buyback procedure, but you will be getting in excess. For example, if you have purchased it in 2024, a package for $10,000, that means that you can sell it back to company or through this buyback to the company for the amount of 30,000 or 40,000 or maybe more. That because so, the benefit what you will get, that will be in excess. That is three options we have ahead of us. And moreover, one is if you do not decide to sell back your shares, your shares, they will be with yourself. And every year, as the company is constantly growing, and as you know, today we have more than 30 projects under development, and they are monetized. They will be brought to the market, and the income of this company will be growing from year to year. And definitely, the shares what you have with yourself, just these packages, they will be giving this dividends. And companies' goal is, suppose if you have purchased it for $1,000, a package for 1,000 or for 10,000 every year, to give you or to pay you as minimum as 1,000 or $10,000 as a dividend, equal to the package what you have with yourself. And that is possible. And that is the main goal of this company. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Gerard.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Yes.
Yes, we are getting
Thank
you.
you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the question, Mr. Elvis. Is it okay, or maybe we can add something?
I sincerely appreciate his answer to the question. Just like every other businesses, when we begin to move on, we begin to understand better, and it begins to be clearer. The reason why we ask such questions is that, especially where we live, it's not like Africa. When you present any business that is faulty, immediately you are going in for it. So I'm glad he said they have Canadian citizens who are part of it. I wouldn't want to ask him their contacts now because he may not have it, but I will do my due diligence if I could see one or two, because here I really want to. This is a very big market, and I know people who are asking, looking for businesses to do here, but we need to be very careful. If not, you go to prison. So since this very one is established here, so we are going to rock it. We have what it takes. My boss, my leader, John Bolse, who is here, we know our capacity. We know the people we control. So if we are okay with the business, in 2 to 3 months, you will feel our impact in the company. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Gerard, let me quickly add to what Mr. Elvis said. Mr. Elvis,
Okay,
I
let
personally,
me introduce to you, Mr. Elvis. This is the national representative of DigiU in Nigeria, Mr. Marvelous Adebowale. Maybe you want to add something.
yeah,
Thank you, sir. You're
thank you so
welcome.
much. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Gerard. So, Mr. Elvis, I personally have a client in Canada. He's actually a Nigerian like yourself. From your speech, I can perceive that. So, but he stays in Canada. He's a Nigerian, of course. So, and he's a big investor as well in DigiU. So, what am I, and also has been able to invite maybe a brother, a friend, kind of. So, what I'm simply trying to say is that there are people who are there who are actually investors in Nigeria, who are investors in DigiU rather, and there's been no issue or so of any shape or form. So please, and again, one beautiful thing about DigiU is that it is registered first under Cyprus. So Cyprus is a NATO country, and so that one should give you a layer of protection. And then to further even make it better, DigiU also is already in the process of finalization of registration under British Virgin Island. And the reason why they are also pressing further on this one is because of the crypto banking license, which is not available in under Cyprus jurisdiction. So to wrap it all, because of our time, I'll just say that regarding any form of maybe confidence level, maybe you are scared of one thing or the other, please don't be. DG is a reputable organization, and in fact, when you do further research into, maybe you ask some of these AI entities out there, you find out that it's an organization you can trust. So yeah, thank you very much for your contribution and your voice. I hope whatever I have said now would better also help your confidence. Yeah, thank you, Mr.
Thank you
Gerard.
so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Marvelous. And lastly, I can tell Mr. Elvis that talking about this community, we are ready to organize a private meeting. If you can gather your leaders or your people together, let us know through John Bosse or directly through me. Let us know. We can plan a webinar, not only one, a couple of webinars, depending of your time, because sometimes our times is not according at the same moment. Means that sometimes it is night. Maybe you are working there when we are also we have a webinar. We can plan in according for your program, according for your convenience. So feel free. Okay.
Thank you so much for the offer. I appreciate.
Okay, thank you. Another question or maybe other comment? Okay, while we are waiting question, I want to share something to you inside the back office. Let me open and share my screen. A moment, excuse me. Okay, I will share something so that we can continue. Okay, this is an example of a back office. I want to share to you something in the Alpha Mind section. Let me reduce it so that you can see it very well. Are you seeing my screen?
Of course, of course.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we are seeing.
Good. Each of those who have already registered in the ecosystem have this kind of interface of dashboard and means. And now we go directly. You scroll here in the menu. In the menu, we go directly in the Alpha section. Means our Department of Education section, and inside this section of Alpha Mind, you have the AI courses that you can learn. In fact, we advise you to go and try to learn as much as possible through this section. You can read. I will read here. Please let me put this on the other side. Okay, our mission is to make technology accessible. Is the main mission of DigiU. Accessible through what you are buying as a share, accessible through what we are giving you as knowledge. So everything we teach is already used in our project. We don't teach what is not inside our project. We are giving knowledge to many people, to those who are ready to listen to us, to those who are really ready to learn. and we bring real financial results. I remember, I can say that I just remind people that we have already paid dividend 7 times. This is a trust. This is a point of confidence. This is something that many company as they grow didn't make before. So we have already done that, and we continues our growing. So now you can try this for free. So right now, after this meeting, go in your back office, browse, enter the Alpha Mind section and try it for free. I will just browse a little to let you understand what we are showing or what you can learn here. Expertise, interactivity, material that will stay with you forever. It is for your own knowledge, not only for knowing DigiU, but for the whole life. It will help you. And you can take the course even if you don't know anything about AI. Yes, you can. And you have the basic foundation in working with neural networks. It is available now. And you see, you had advanced coming soon. There are a lot of courses that will be uploaded inside here. And let me try something for you to know. Let us, for example, try for free. Here we have a demo courses. You can try it. Token, you have taken the first step toward change, and you have a couple of languages. You have English, Vietnamese, French, and Russian. So you come here, you choose your language, start, and then you have another page. You will open the demo courses so that you can go inside and understand. Let us play a bit. Okay. This is only the introduction of our courses, and you can go here. You can go here to the next section. Okay, let me upload it.
Pre-trained. GPT isn't a magical black box. In essence, it's smart predictive text on steroids. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, but let's break that down in order.
Can you hear the
Generative
sound?
generates content. It doesn't just copy, it creates pre-trained. In the first stage, the model undergoes massive training on a huge array of data from the internet, books, and scientific articles, like a child who studies a lot before starting to speak. This allows it to master language and the structure of knowledge before tackling specific tasks. Essentially, the model is built on practical
transformer, an architecture that understands connections between words, even if they are far apart. It's not magic, it's complex mathematics.
Okay, this is only an introduction to see what is inside. You can start learning. If I click here to start learning, yes, this is cost $50. You pay it and can learn the course. Knowledge is power. So everybody can learn, and some of you can have a promo code to reduce the cost here. Okay, this is briefly what I wanted to introduce to you. Don't hesitate, go in your back office and browse it, try to learn, and if you have a question, feel free to ask your question. We are ready to answer to you. And also, just come here every time in the event. You can come here in the event for you to know what is upcoming in our ecosystem, or what you are doing for our building, our community, our infrastructure. You have some events here. You can learn a lot through what is ongoing inside our ecosystem. Okay, this is all what I wanted to share in additional for this meeting. Thank you. If you have
Yeah,
question.
Mr. Elvis is asking a question about promo code. Mr. Elvis, the promo code Mr. Gerard is talking about is actually about the Alpha Mind training. This is you learning about artificial intelligence and all there is to know. In fact, you learn at some point in time from the Alpha Mind course that I once attended in Cameroon. There is training about generative AI automation, AI optimization process, and all that stuff. So there's so many valuable things that you can learn, workflow, and all those stuff. In fact, how to use AI to develop any form of solution, connecting it to Telegram bots, a lot of other stuffs that can be learned with artificial intelligence, and these are valuable assets to the owners of such knowledge. So, but talking about promo code for shares, that is a different perspective, and that depends on our monthly promotion. For some months, there can be promotions regarding subsidizing purchase, and on some other month it might be in another phase. Maybe Mr. Gerard will, he has the screen. Maybe he will help shed more light on that. Yeah, Mr. Gerard, over to you.
Okay. Yes, I want to say that there are already promotional package in our back office. As you can see here, our back office is in promotion, and I mean our DigiU shares already promoted. You see here the bonus 11%, 10%, 10%. Okay, let me see. For example, a 3,000 package. Yes, the bonus is 11% inside. Why? Because we are in the second stage, as Mr. Gaffer was saying, or how can I say it, of the bridge run. You see here, as Mr. Elvis was asking, the raised fund. This is, you can see here the progression. We have already raised this amount, more than $400,000, and we are going to $730,000. This is our target, and we are moving fast forward. Okay, now you can choose to buy. Normally it is better for you to take the most biggest package you can, because it will be good for you to take it and maybe pay by installment. For example, this is for professional. The package for beginning, the package of amount of $100,000. You can pay it in full, or you can pay it in installment. Okay. Now this is you have here frequently asked question: how to buy, how to check. Can DigiU share be purchased in installment? What bonus are provided for full payment? How are dividend credited, and so on. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. And dividend and bonus already paid, 6 payment over 5 years, buyback yield, bonuses from commercial product, 2 million estimated. Okay. Mr. Elvis, you have a question?
Yes. Thank you very much. This is kind of our business.
Yes.
I also being not a foreigner to what is happening. I want to kind of bring up my own observation. For example, from other companies we are coming from or we are partnering with, when one wants to pay full payment, it goes the quantity that is slated there. Now I can see we have up to 10 months to make installments. Now my issue now is the person who is paying for 10 months is getting the same quantity of shares, maybe with the person who will decide to pay up in 3 months. I myself would have suggested there should be concessions for people. Maybe you took installments to pay installments, and maybe you decided to pay it instead of 10 months, you just decided to pay it off in 5 months. The quantity of shares that person is getting shouldn't be the same quantity of the shares the person who is paying in 10 months should get, because the company needs this money and they should encourage people to pay up their installments very fast. Because as I'm saying this now, instead of me now to complete my payment in 5 months, I will stretch it to 10 months because there is no benefit for me paying it up fast. So that is just my observation. I said, let me voice it out. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think this is a bonus when you're paying in advance. There is a bonus, but it cannot show here, because when you want to pay your installment, you can choose 2, 3, 5, 6, or 7 months, and depending of what you are choosing, you will be rewarded. You will have a bonus. You understand?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. If, for
Yes.
example, I choose to pay it in 10 months and I pay the first month, and maybe later I just decided, let me clear it off, and I pay it in 3 months or in 5 months, not the 10 months again that I chose. Is there
Yes.
still a compensation for paying it very fast instead of the time I chose, but I paid it up very fast? Is there also a concession for that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
Mr. Sorry, Mr. Gerald. Let me just sorry, apologies for this. What Mr. Gerald is saying is that the earlier you pay, the more you are rewarded. There is a bonus for early payment already. Apart from the general promotion of you picking and getting a percentage bonus for picking a shares and paying without any form of delay in payment, there is a general bonus for that. But there is a bonus for early payments. In fact, if you are joined earlier last year when we had a different back office, this would have been a lot easier because the back office was upgraded and some of these features are yet to also be uploaded. You would have seen, in fact, there are ways you can even claim some of those stuffs after you finish payment. But not to go back to all those the yesteryears, I'll just say that picking up shares, we can encourage them that early payments gets rewarded. They are rewarded for their payments when they do it ahead of time. So that's what Mr. Gerald is trying to say.
Okay, thank you. Well understood. I appreciate.
Okay, thank you too. Is there a last question? Maybe before we close? I've seen Mr. John Bosse inside the room. Okay. I will give the last word to Pastor Lawrence, who is inside. It is the Assistant of National Representative of Nigeria. So the last word for us to close the webinar. I think there is no other questions. Mr. Marvelous, you wanted to say something? I see your microphone on.
No, I'm waiting for Pastor Lawrence to. Pastor Lawrence, are you over there, Mr. Lawrence?
I was actually trying to talk, so but it's okay that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the call. Mr. Evans, great to have this talk tonight, and greet everyone, Mr. Gerald. I think the whole thing has been, concluded, tonight, to the fact that we are doing ourselves a very good thing to purchase our shares now that it's available. All this that we are saying now, in less than how many months to this time, less than 24 months, there will be no sales of share in this dimension anymore. And so the best time to take decision is now. And those of us who have bought our shares before now, we also have the time now to increase our shares. This is very important, to increase it so that we'll have posterity to appreciate us even after now. That will be all I will say tonight. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pastor Lawrence, and thank you, Mr. Gaffa, who is connected far away, because I'm talking far away because of time. He is always committed. Novosibirsk here, it's about 7 hours after this hour. It is already something like 8 o'clock UTC time. You add 7 hours to have the hour of Mr. Gaffa. So you can understand which kind of commitment for him to be awake at this time. So thank you, Mr. Gaffa, and greet your family for us.
Excellent.
Yes. And Mr. Elvis, thank you for all your questions. And I was saying we are ready to organize a meeting with your community when you feel free to share with us. Okay, thank you, Mr. Junior, for the presentation. Thank you, Mr. Marvelous, Mr. Zoe Simon, connected from Bamenda, if I remember, from Bamenda, and Daniel Adusei. He was late in the meeting, but I hope that he hears something, many things. And also, thank you for those who are Muslim. I don't know. Today was, yesterday or today. Yes, yesterday was the Ramadan. Thank you for attending the meeting. God bless you, and see you next time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Gerard. Thank you, everyone. See you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you all.
Yeah, Mr. Junior, so nice to hear your voice.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Marvelous.
Good night, everyone.
Next time.
My sweet brother from another.
Okay. Somebody is asking, how can we get the recorded version? Okay, we are live in YouTube. We will share the link across our forum, inside our forums. Mr. Muhammad, I think that you are in the forum, inside the forum. You will browse inside the forum and check the link to go and